Hello, it's nice to meet you all. My name is Margaret Gale, and I want to talk to you about my father, because I think a lot of you might well be interested in what he was and did. When war was declared and I was only 18 months old, he left Mother and myself to join the RAF. One day he found himself being drafted into a squadron that started to do very special things, and as many of you here listening to this might well know something of it. One day Winston Churchill decided that the RAF was the only means of getting agents in and out of France and Germany and other parts of Europe. So my father was AC2 fitter, he looked after the aircraft, and this is his story. He had the pride of believing that he was part of what is now today's SAS service. I have got a couple of photographs here. This one, taken at the end of the war when he was drafted into the Fleet Air Arm. Now the two services work much together, but here he is in front of what I believe is a Lysander. The other picture I've got is this much bigger one of what was then called the 388 Squadron. And I'm not mistaken, if it isn't a Halifax, it is a Lancaster, of which I now know that only two are in flying operation. So he was very proud of his role in enabling these aircraft to keep going through the whole of the war. One day, there was to be an operation for one of these aircraft to fly towing gliders into Norway when there were German battleships that needed Allied attention. He was ordered to go in the place of a flight engineer in order that the operation should go ahead. And this is a copy of the page of his logbook. It tells you the details of that particular flight and when it took place. For those who are au fait with petrol engines of the four-engine variety, you will see how the petrol actually began to run out as they were on their way back home again. And my father nursed this aircraft, keeping the tanks balanced and level. However, the moment they actually landed, the engines all cut out. The remark of the pilot was, "By gum, Stormy, you must have peed into those tanks." And this is always will be a memory of the courage of my father, who was part of a plane that actually got back home again. Well done, Dad. I'm proud of you. Me, I went into the Navy. That's another story, and it was very short-lived. My brother, I hope you're going to see this. He was very proud of you and all that you have achieved, because that's what the Gales do. They achieve, even in small ways.